Hello, guys.
Hello, friends.
It's you already know with your
Homo.
and your sapien over here. You know how we do episode motherfucking 2. I hope you guys are ready. The grand champion Carlita. She's here. She's
What's
bringing
up, my
you
friends?
the motherfucking topic of the day for sure. That's what I say.
Topic of the day. So
You feeling it today?
I am, man. So the topic was as the first time we met on the episode inspired my fucking life. You know, my wife and I have been going through like the rough patch, you know, where you're just kind of like, I fucking love you and I hate you at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could push you right now into that semi, but I love you and I'm not gonna do that.
Are you sure you want to say that on the podcast?
But everybody's had that feeling, you know. Everybody's had that feeling where you're like,
car, but I won't. I mean, yeah, no, I
you
feel
know,
that too. Yeah, no, definitely.
You know, everybody's had that feeling where like you're like, I could slap you right now, but
I won't.
I won't
because I
I'm
respect
not gonna
you
do
too
that
much.
because I love and respect you.
It's not it's everybody's had that feeling for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so like we're going through a patch of having those type of feelings and like having to work them out and shit.
Yeah.
And so like the thought of like, what do I stand for? Like, what are my like morals and values? Like, where am I like a check on myself right now? And like, how am I showing that in my relationship and like, you know, like in my life in general, you know? So like, I've been kind of asking myself that question. And as always, you know, looking shit up. And I stumbled on 3 philosophers that I kind of like agree, like took some things from, you know, and they were totally different. And I feel like it kind of gives a good spectrum of like, and it's Nietzsche, Rumi, and Bentham.
Bentham? Bentham. I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly because I love his
Bentham.
name. Technical difficulties. You know, Zena's barking over there. But back to it. Bentham.
Bentham.
I love that name.
You do.
Yeah, we already know why. You know, because I mean, I've already said it a million times. But Bentham over. That's fucking glorious. I love that so much. It makes me happy. There's a little slice of paradise for me. You know, so it's the small things. That's the way it is. You know.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah. Fuck. He must have had a dope ass life. I'm just saying, having a badass name. That's got to be his last name.
That is his last name.
I was hoping
that's his last name.
If it was his first name, that would have been wild.
I don't have his first name on the notes, so I don't know what it is. But
Charles Bentham over. That's his middle name. Oh,
Benthover.
If I ever have a child, or even if I adopt a baby, I'm gonna name him Bentham. His first name's gonna be Bentham. Ben for short. Bentham. I would call him Bentham.
Rude.
Yeah,
that's so mean.
Yeah, it's like that Johnny Cash song, "A Boy Named Sue." Sorry, going off topic, but back to the morals and values of things. You know, for me, I'm just saying, fuck.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, Bentham, I love you, dude. Yeah. You're amazing.
But yeah. So, with that said,
yeah,
have you like thought about yours? Like, what are your morals or values, or?
Oh shit.
Or do you want to hear a little bit more about Rumi and Nietzsche first?
I would say let's talk about Rumi and Nietzsche first, and then let me get my, standing on that, and then we'll go into my morals and values because I'm all over the place. I mean, for anybody out there that has watched, that's known me throughout the years, knows that I'm a unique individual, as we all are, right? But for me, sometimes I don't like answering questions that I feel like, have much pressure on me, and that's what that's something for me. That's why I'm doing the podcast for me, is because I want to kind of break out of that shell and be able to be like talk about certain things, because as a man, it leads us down this long hole of like, I grew up with a stepfather that was a piece of shit, right? And he did meth, he was an alcoholic, and so on and so forth. I think I talked about that a little bit last episode, but he would always be like, suck it up. If you hurt yourself, suck it up. Yeah. Who cares? You're tough. You're supposed to be a man. You got to handle things. And I get that. That's the way I am now, But I believe like maybe there was some form of leniency in there that needed to be like, hey, you know what? I know you're going through a tough time. You can talk about it to me, And being able to be open with your friends and close parents and things like that. That's another thing that kind of like really falls upon being that man, because it's hard for us. Bringing that morals and values into things. For me, it's like I could be over on this side of the spectrum, like politics. You never know which way you're going to lean until you fucking feel comfortable in there, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that's why I'm doing this podcast on top of, with my morals and values that follow behind things. So, yeah, I would like to hear about Rumi and Nietzsche. I've heard of Nietzsche before, and I've never heard of Bentham, but I love his name. So back to that. Yeah. Going on that little fucking paragraph or essay of topic right there for myself.
This guy. Yeah. Well, so Rumi believed love was the purest form of truth. Mm-hmm. Not romantic love, but love as a connection. Like, not the feeling, but love as an action,
1 second, real quick. Pause that. I want to make sure that we're recording. Yeah. Okay. Now, back to where you were.
Yeah. So that's basically like what Rumi, like, I guess that would be just kind of like a super vague summary of his philosophy.
Yeah.
On like morals and what's like morally correct, and like and probably even just like values. Like, usually your morals and your values are gonna align, so.
And that's Nietzsche?
And that's Rumi.
Oh, Rumi, okay.
That's Rumi.
Sorry.
Nietzsche once said, "You have your way. Mm-hmm. I have my way. As for the right way, it does not exist."
It sounds like Yoda. To be or not to be. That's Shakespeare, but right? I think that's Shakespeare. Oh,
basically,
God.
What
Here
he's
we go.
Like, yeah, I mean, basically what it is just kind of like questioning like your inherited morality, like your authentic, like when you're being yourself, like you're like who you are deep inside or whatever, like your core person. Yeah. Like, does it feel like it's the right thing or the wrong thing to do?
That's deep. For me, I mean, fuck.
And basically what he's saying is like, if you're doing what you feel is the right thing to do, there's nothing from the outside is going to change your view on that.
So it's like staying to yourself. It reminds me a lot of the Jedi Code. Like, to bring it into the nerd realm and stuff, it's like that's samurais taking back to a more like real era. They believed in a code like that as well, just believing that I am my own person. For like, I learned these things because I want to be the best version of myself I can be, and it's nobody else's fucking opinion matters, and I think that's wonderful. So that's Nietzsche, right?
Yeah, it's Nietzsche.
No and wonder I like him so much. Bentham.
Your
Here we go.
Bentham.
My boy Bentham.
Your boy Bentham.
Boom, boom, boom. I want that. Me.
He Bentham. Believed morality could be measured. That the best action is the one that creates the most happiness for the most people. So basically, reason and consequence as a guide. Like, measuring out like the reason to do something and then the consequences of doing it, like, is it going to benefit the greater or the lesser?
So, like, weighing your options.
Basically, like, making, like, what would be,
is
like,
it now
the logically
for
correct
everybody,
thing to do for everybody.
Yeah.
Or for the most bodies.
That sounds a little bit controlling to me.
For the most bodies.
Yeah.
I mean,
technically, that sounds like, I get where he's coming from. Like, I want everybody happy, but you're not going to be able to make everybody happy, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, happy. Yeah.
Right? You're sacrificing. Yeah. Now, my thing is I love his name, okay? Let's get that right. Bentham, phenomenal name.
Phenomenal name.
10 out of 10. Now, saying everything weighs on the scale, okay? If people don't know, I'm a Libra. I weigh everything option-wise. Like, if it benefits you, I guess I can, like, agree with Bentham. Because for me, it's like, I want the best for you, even if it sacrifices myself, in the process. Like my ex-fiance, I made sure, because she had 2 big dogs, and I wanted to make sure that she had a house and things like that, a backyard, that she didn't have to get rid of them. And, like, when I left, I got lucky enough to move into this place, but I wanted to make sure she was good at the end of the day, right? And that was my main goal. So I like where Bentham stands, because you had to weigh the options, and the moral of it is like I was doing what's best for me and what's best for her, I would say. So fuck yeah, Bentham, my man, coming in clutch, shift the gears. That's what he does. Fuck.
Yeah. So after hearing those 3, like, what are your values? What are your morals? Where do you stand? What do you stand for these days?
Fuck, that's a deep question. What about yourself? I'm dodging the Matrix. I'm dodging that question. Nice jab, motherfucker. No. Why are you trying to? She's being a therapist right now, trying to get me. Is this what we're doing in this podcast? Therapy? Is it therapy for me now on the subject? We kind of
talked about helping people.
Yeah, we did. We really did. Yeah. That's the goal, right?
It's the goal.
Going through our experiences helping people. So I guess you know what? I'll take the initiative and I'll answer what you ask.
I mean, I can go. I can do it if you need a little more time.
I'm not gonna lie. Brain fart on Rumi. Okay,
Rumi was like love. So love as a action, not a feeling. Mm-hmm. Like the action of loving is, you look out for the other person, because you're looking out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, does it feel like, if that was done to you, like, how would you feel about it?
And you would use love to gauge that.
Love,
right?
To gauge.
Even if they fucked up tremendously.
I mean, see, the thing is like, you can have your boundaries. And the thing about boundaries is, it's not what you expect other people to do, but it's like it's what you will hold yourself accountable to. Say, like, once you've done this to me, I'm gonna do this. Like, this is my reaction to your action.
Yeah.
Like, that's a boundary.
Okay. And Rumi believes love dictates how that action is. Love will dictate, how your attention goes towards that.
How you're gonna react to it, like what kind of energy you're gonna put out. And I guess, like, are you going to react in a, like, loving way, or are you going to react in a violent way?
Or whatever mood you're feeling, right?
Well, usually there's only those two.
Love or violence?
Man,
that's
tough.
Think
about it. Like, when you're reacting to something, you're either scared or you're either okay. And then if you're okay, then, like, it either made you happy, sad, whatever, But if you're scared, you're going to react with violence. You're going to defend yourself. You're going to attack.
True. But you don't always have to be scared to do that, Because,
But usually it's fear that pushes us to do the more that like
makes sense.
irrational things.
It makes sense where you're coming from. I don't like fully believe that, because I feel like, you know, if you're sad, you'll make a different reaction than you would while you're mad. You know,
for sure.
And then if you're you know, happy, you'll definitely the outcomes will be different depending on the mood, correct? And so I guess that's Rumi, right? They just like how you feel in the moment dictates like if you're going to use love or the other emotions you're going through, right?
Right.
Nietzsche is, you're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Basically, Nietzsche's saying that everybody
logic.
No,
he's
saying that everybody's gonna just be like their own self. Like you can't control
the samurai
what
way
is gonna be moral or not.
Okay,
you
and
know,
then,
because like what you may find morally correct, I might find like morally incorrect.
So like I am my own person type of way, and that's what I feel. And then Rumi or Bentham is logic or the scales, balancing what's good for you and me, because he wants everybody to be happy in the community. I would have to say Nietzsche and Bentham for sure would be my two. If I had to put them in order, it'd probably be, man, I hate to say, I want to say Nietzsche because I like the idea of having that, but Bentham would be my main man, because I'm one of those people that would, and you know, maybe the past me wasn't, but me now is a different person. That old me is dead, right? No matter what anybody says, that's not me anymore. I was a fucked up individual. I've gone through shit. Everybody has, but we've all gone through our own personal battles, and if you're still a piece of shit, all right, for me, is that you haven't worked through your shit to be the best version of yourself you possibly can be, right? Everybody changes. And for me, I would have to be like Bentham, Nietzsche, and then Rumi. Just because I believe love can handle a lot of things, but above that would be logic, and then above that for me would be the people that I surround myself with, because I would go above and beyond for a lot of them, you know? I mean, to keep it real, I would really like die for them at the end of the day. So for me, Bentham would be my number one guy who I agree with most, because community, family, and things like that are being balanced, and what's best for them is what even though it's not my choice and not my like, I don't have to worry about that. And that's why Nietzsche would be second, because then I get into that mode to where I'm like, fuck you, it's all me, baby. Like right now, you know, I'm in that era. It's me. I'm confident. I'm finding myself. I'm getting in the gym. I'm trying to get healthier and doing things like that, you know. And it's really changed my perspective on things. You know, I could put Nietzsche first because, again, it's like I would say they're equal, but I'm going to go with Bentham because the community and the family, you know, for me. And then, again, Rumi last, because there needs to be love. Like for the community, for your friendship, for the balance of things, there has to be some type of love. You know, like we talked about last episode. And you guys should go check out. Don't forget. Plug it in right there. Go check out our first episode. Yeah, but what about you? If you had to put them in order, and then based on the order, why, and what would you do?
Okay.
I feel like that's a good question, right?
For me,
and then what are your morals and values behind that, right? And hey, anybody that's watching the video, please, or watching the channel, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and just like be like, hey, I feel like answer the questions yourself. Let us know. We want to get to know you guys as well, because, you know, again, we're out here trying to help. And sorry to interrupt you, but back to it. You know, how do you feel about that? Like the where's, the whys, and the who's, and things like that. Like what draws you, what puts you first, this first, and then the reasons behind that, you know.
I would go with Nietzsche first.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting. I thought Rumi would have been first for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, with love and everything, and like, I thought it was gonna be first. Don't lie. Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, so the reason I would go with Nietzsche first, and I don't know. I don't think it's really that surprising. Would be, I really think that when it comes to like your morals as far as like the outside, and not necessarily your morals as in like who you are, but more like what outside things you stand for, is more of a Nietzsche thing. Like, everybody lives their own world, their own universe, you know. Everybody is experiencing the same thing, but differently. So, like, what I find important doesn't necessarily stand true for someone else, and it doesn't mean that they're right or I'm wrong. You know, there's room for everybody to be right. And so that's why Nietzsche is more of like where I would fall under.
Number one for you. Now that makes a lot of sense. The only reason I said what surprised me about that was because when you like talking about last episode, you're a very loving person.
Yes.
And that's why I figured, you know, Rumi would have been first for you, because as much praise as you give your wife and your child and what she does and things, you know, mind you talk about her a lot, and I think it's amazing. Okay, you guys are an amazing example of what couples should be because of how you guys talk and do your thing, right? And so for me, that's why I thought Rumi would have been first for you. But when you put it to that way, in that example, now I can see why Nietzsche is first for you, because you're definitely you have that samurai code about you as well. Because that's the way I see Nietzsche, samurai code. Because, like, again, you know, he wanted to be like samurais. Not always but samurais was a title that was bestowed upon you. It didn't matter if you were male or female, and it was because you had honor. You believed in your self-righteousness for the good, not for the bad, because you can dictate what is good and evil. And so that would be part of that. Like, that's why I see Nietzsche as a samurai code. And that makes a lot of sense to me. But then again, you know, like when I went back to Bentham, I put people first. If I really like love my friends and family and stuff like that, I always try to put them first, because their happiness is my happiness. And that was a big thing for me in my last relationship. It was like I put her first, and then I lost myself, and then I went from that, and then I tried to find myself, and it just got crazy, you know. So I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but it just led me on that tangent. And it was a good little, you know, bit for me, I feel. Yeah, but yeah, fuck. So Nietzsche first for you,
and then Rumi.
I figured that one was coming for sure.
Rumi, because, you know, like you're giving space for all of these people and what are important to them. Yeah. You know? Because that's the only way that you can actually respect somebody, is by giving them the space. Yeah. And not dogging on what is important to them just because it's not a value for you. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And I think that takes love. That takes, like, love for yourself to know that, like, nothing else on the outside can change you, because, like, you're the only one that can change you. And if you're changing, it's because the choices that you made, not because somebody else is, like, changing you. And I think that takes love, and that takes courage to be able to, like, stand true to yourself. And once you can do that, you can stand true to, like, the people around you. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Because you have the strength, and you have, like, the room for something like that.
That takes a lot, too. Yeah. It takes a lot. It really does, and it's, like, crazy to think about. You know, we sit back and we're like, man, what a, like, you ask, like, for you guys, for example, that are listening in and watching us, it's like, what are your morals and values, and why? And it's like, do you sit there with yourself every day and be like, you know, dread on the past, or you're thinking too much in the future? Because I do that a lot. Like, sometimes I used to be, like, really bad about the past stuff, and I've gotten over a lot of stuff that, you know, I went to therapy for, like, a year, and it wasn't, maybe I didn't have the right therapist, but for me it was like, I didn't really understand until I quit going to therapy what everything meant to me, and, like, what we were talking about, and kind of getting over those humps. And then I started listening to, like, self-help books and going into that. I did a lot of research on how to help yourself, because for me, going to that point and finding my own morals and values, because that's what it's leading to, you know. You have to find those for yourself in order to be this person that you are. And your friends dictate that. Your partners dictate that. If you have children, they dictate that. They all play a role into that for your morals and values, because they change. They change. Yeah, you have this code about yourself, but as you get older and you want to be this better version of yourself, they fucking change. And I've had that happen so many times within the last 3 years. You know, I keep finding myself be like, where do I want to be in this life? Who do I want to be? And then even like, though, you know, there's a side of me a lot of people don't see, you know, except, you know, you've seen it. I fucking get a little wild every once in a while. Shit, get a little crazy. But we handle. And the thing is at the end of the day, it's like my morals and values are still there. I want my people to be good. I want to take care of everybody. If you're too drunk, you've literally told me, no, I'm not driving before. I was like, oh, no, I got this. Don't even remember that shit. She saved my life. Didn't even know it. Saved my fucking life. Her and Tristan are like, nah, dog, you're not driving anywhere. And my dumb ass was like, I just need a little bit of coffee and I'll be good. And then, you know what, motherfucker? Send it. That's what I was about to say. Send it. And then, fuck, no, I'm grateful that I didn't. And they're like, dude, you're going to lay down right here and go to sleep. And I was like, yes, Captain. And fucking went to bed, dude. And so that takes a lot. That plays into that morals and values, you know. For me, my morals and values would, like, really be, you know, keep the friends that you have super close. You know, it's like keep your enemies close, but keep your friends closer. You know, I guess that's the thing. I don't know. I'm not the very, you know, smart in remembering too much because I've done a lot of dumb shit. But I know that if you keep your friends close and you have good people around you, yeah, like they will help you be a better person when they want you to thrive. There's some motherfuckers out there that are snakes that just want to watch you fucking burn, and they like to be your friend because they're benefiting off of everything that you got. And if they're not, like, when you need something from them and they're not there, but then when they need something you're always there, sometimes that's just not a good fucking friend. You know, I got homies and shit like you, for example, you know, that our morals and I think values align, and that's why we're friends and we stay friends. You know, it's more of a family because when your morals and values align a lot like that, you become more than just friends. You're like, hey, dude, this is somebody I would fucking ride out for any moment in time. That would be like, hey, we're about to go do some crazy shit. Don't ask questions. I know you're a real one. We're going to go for it. That's the way I feel about that shit. That's my morals and values, like the people that are around me, because I didn't have much family growing up, you know. My family was scattered and they're fucking, I don't want to say, like, I don't want to talk ill about my family, but you know, there's some things I don't agree with, and I'm fairly certain there's some things they don't agree with me. And you know, we all have their things. I'm fairly certain that they're good people, but my friends became my family, you know. That's where a lot of my morals and values rely. Like the small friend group, you met one of my homies today. I would die for that motherfucker. He knows it too. I don't give a shit. I will fucking for that guy. No problem. If I had to go to prison for my homies, no problem. Nothing. It's gonna stop me. If I needed to do something for him, that's me. Like and I feel a lot of males align with that. When they have that really tight friend group, when you guys known each other as long as you have, and you know you're fucking down, you're brothers. Your sister, you can have for example, your sister, and you know, I would do the same thing for you. Just because of that one, or multiple moments, you know, I've told you some deep shit about myself that I don't tell hardly anybody except my closest friends that, you know, like I needed advice on, you know. Mm-hmm. And dude, fucking ride. That's all you gotta say is like, we riding at dawn. Fuck, it's going down. Let's go. So that, for me, that's where my morals and values lie, is with the people that love me and I get to love them back, as you know, in the family setting and things like that. Because dude, without them, I honestly wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't. You know, like I said last episode, one of my homies saved my life. I've had a couple homies save my life. You know, not just from certain moments, but just really being there for me when I needed to, especially, like I said last episode, after my mom died. You know, that was a tough one for me. And that's where I lost myself and didn't know what I was doing and lost all my morals and values that I thought I had, because I just went down the spiral. Yeah, that was a long rant. But fuck, dude. Good fucking moment right there. Shit. Look at me doing my own therapy. That's what that is. Fuck. And anybody out there watching, please feel free to not, like, do this for yourself. Get a homie you can sit down and talk with. If you're going to start a podcast, start a podcast. Fucking do it. If it helps any way, shape, or form. Because it's not just for therapy or just for talking or anything. It's like, we enjoy this because we talk a lot together and we have good conversations. And that's one thing I like about my friend circle is because I can sit there and we can talk for hours.
And, having deep conversations is important because it's a way of, like, connecting with others. But also it's a way of connecting with yourself. Like, saying out loud what you stand for, like, who you are, like, your actual thoughts.
You don't believe how powerful that would be. That is. Like, saying it out loud, a lot of people are, like, religious and based off of certain things, but you're throwing that shit out in the universe. You really are. And that energy, it's like, you have these girls that are crystal girls or guys that are like, I'm such a spiritualist, yeah. It's like, motherfucker. It was like, dog, you're just a drug addict. Calm down. But you've met those people,
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to music festivals.
Yeah. It just went, it hit me in the head like halfway through. I was like, oh, yeah, I have too. I understand. Yeah, no, I completely get it. Oh, dude. Oh,
the healing power of music.
Yeah, speaking of music festivals, fun fact, I went to Rocklahoma this year, and there was this dude they called Rocklahoma Jesus. Bro, I saw him. They pulled up his pants, and this dude got, like, you talking about drugs he was so fucked up, he shit himself, and they were about to paddle him, and everybody, when he lifted up his fucking, like, because he had a Jesus outfit on, oh, dude, they stopped, they let it down, and they unhooked him from that, and they're like, you can go. Dude, it was dirty. It was so dirty. Yeah, that face right there.
Gross.
So, yeah, be careful, kids. Yeah, you brought it up, okay? I just had the story. It came to mind. Fuck, it was so dirty.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he was in a Jesus outfit.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
No.
Talk about where your morals and values are at that moment in your point of life. You're like, fuck, dude, that was dirty. Like, I thought about getting spanked and shit. That's cool. Shit, but not when you done shit yourself. That's gross. Horrible. If he sees this, you know what, dog? Look me right now in the eyes. Don't do that again. Don't.
Bro, be careful. Where depends.
Yeah, she's not lying. She's not. That would be a smart move, bro.
Be like the astronauts.
Yeah, but back to the morals and values of things. Thanks for getting me sidetracked with that thing.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got you here.
And get you fucked up, man. Like, go have fun, but be responsible when you have fun. I'm not telling you not to do anything, but I'm also telling you, be responsible. Have fun, but be responsible. I'm not gonna. It's a
responsible
podcast.
Fun.
Yeah, responsible fun. Like, if you're gonna drink, don't drive. I mean, speaking of, I need to, not do that either. I'm not saying I do that, but I don't need to do it either. All right, but the morals and values of that, don't do it.
This bitch be ratting.
I do. Oh, my bad. You take over right now, please. That's a big 10 for buddy. Fuck. Shit. All right. Back to morals and values. Your side of things, please.
Well, for me, my biggest value and my biggest moral kind of coincide. And I think y'all can guess it. I bet everybody could guess what one of my morals is.
What's that?
Love.
Huh?
Love.
Oh, we knew it.
Love.
I was gonna say that.
Love.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to get myself wrong either. I was like, because then you said Nietzsche first. So.
Well, yeah. Yes, but Nietzsche first still falls under love. Like, I'll stand by it.
Yeah, but the samurai code, that's how I feel Nietzsche is with what you kind of told me.
But look, listen, Linda.
I knew you were going to say that, motherfucker. I was about to say the same thing to you. Listen, Linda. You got me. Go on.
Linda.
You got me. All right, go on. Back to what you were saying. Fuck.
I almost fucking forgot what I was saying. No, but what I'm saying is to have the kind of discipline that, I mean, I don't know a lot about samurais, but I imagine that the amount of discipline you need to be a samurai is significant.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
So, and honestly, to be able to be a healthy human being, to be able to like be well disciplined and like happy in your life, like genuinely like wake up and like be in a fucking good mood. I don't know how many people like live like that, but I live like that. I am genuinely in a good mood when I wake up, and I'm just like, yeah, what's up? And like, you know, it's like a brand new fucking day. It's like a new page, a blank page, and I get to decide how the fuck this shit's gonna go.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like some plot may be thrown on me, like I have to go to work, but I get to choose how I feel about going to work.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's a good quote that with you mentioning that, it's like, if I can think myself into a bad mood, I can think myself into a good mood. Because you're saying it's all about how you perceive how your day is gonna go, and that's like, man, a lot of people, like I've been starting to believe it, like more in the last 6 months now, because of how I've kind of changed my mindset towards things. Because it's taken me a long time. I just turned 34. I'm a fucking old man. You know, I feel like 98 in dog years. Okay. But the thing is like, man, going through the trials and tribulations and shit that I've been through, it's like finding myself was the most important these last 6 months, and where I really stand, bringing that confidence and changing my mentality of how I think about that. Yeah, I might not be a millionaire, but I want to be able to make enough money to live comfortably, and not like you know, we said it last episode, to where we don't have to fucking worry about what's coming next, you know. And if this takes off, well, let me rephrase, when this takes off, because you know, we're throwing it out there, when this takes off and, you know, we get bigger and bigger,
follow and subscribe
and things like kind of fall into place, it's gonna happen, you know. And I want to see this through. I want to ride it through. So I've been taking care of my health. I've been trying to eat better and do things like that. Changing that mindset brings a different type of morals and values to you. Yeah, it stacks on. And I think the list gets bigger sometimes, you know, compared to getting smaller. And that's where that discipline comes in, you know, is like sticking to all those things that you've learned about yourself and putting them into different categories of where you don't want to be and how you want to be. And life teaching you those lessons. Because like when my last relationship, it was the longest one I ever been in. We got engaged, and then, you know, broke it off but stayed together, and then, you know, we talked about a lot of things, and at the end of the day, it taught me a lot of lessons of what I don't want to do and where I want to be and the person I want to be with. And now I'm just more honest with people. It's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like just talking to people, getting to know them. Like, I ask them different questions now compared to what I used to when I was younger, like more deeper questions. Like when I meet somebody at the bar, like a female or something, and I'm trying to like talk to them, I'm like, oh, hey, you know what? We get you're really beautiful, right? But it's like, what are 3 qualities your friends would tell you, would say about you that really stand out about yourself? And it's like, huh. Or you walk up to him, it's like, all right, no bullshit aside, what's the craziest thing you've ever done? Because it opens that room for topics of getting to know people. Of like, he's not asking, oh, how are you? Oh, you look really great tonight. He's like, oh, shit, this motherfucker's asking, like, what's the craziest thing I've done? Should I tell him? And be like, God, don't hesitate. Don't worry. I'm not going to judge you. If you just stop talking to me after this, guess what? Your morals and values are great. Boom.
Like, look, bitch, I don't even know your name yet.
No, but you know what? You can tell me something crazy. Let's jump. That's all you gotta say. Jump. Shit. That's about finding out that confidence about yourself. Because for me, confidence isn't just given to you. It's a skill. It's like building a skill. Because
I don't know.
Well, hear me out.
I disagree.
Listen, Linda. Listen. Confidence is a skill. It's something you build.
It can be.
No, it is. It is. It's not. It can be. It is, because the more you talk to people, the better you get at it. The more you play guitar, the better you get at it.
Right.
It takes confidence to do all those things. So it's part of the skill, because if you didn't take that confidence that you built from doing all that stuff you've done already, you wouldn't be willing to try new things and see what you like.
Right.
How's it not a skill?
Yeah,
how's it not a skill?
You're saying
because you can build that confidence up, and then it's like, for me, I used to don't get me wrong, I'm scared of women still, but I talk to them more. I have more confidence when I speak to them. I'm not shy to say things. It's like, oh, you know what? I'll take a Gary. He's a comedian. I forget his last name, Gary something, but he's like, man, I be there having sex and I'll just throw out some crazy shit like suck from the back, and then guess what? That shit happens. It's like, fuck, what the fuck? You just trying new things. New things.
Maybe, or maybe we're just kind of looking at it a little bit different, because, like, for me, confidence is a feeling. It's like a feeling that you get when something like is kind of like a rewarding feeling, when something goes your way, like when you tried something and it felt good, so you try it again, type of situation. Confidence is a feeling. It's like a feel good feeling.
I think it's a skill, honestly. Like, this might be a whole nother episode, honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, like, I'll just say this. I believe it's a skill because it's something you have to build. And that's what skills are.
I believe that confidence is a feeling because you feel it when you succeed at something. When else do you feel confident?
Going into it.
Because you are anticipating the feeling of success.
Okay, I can see where you're coming from when you put it that way. That's all right, smooth motherfucker. All right, dog. I see you. I still believe it's a skill, but again, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. I mean, there's room for us both to be correct.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking. Is that Nietzsche? All right, Nietzsche.
Said.
All right, Nietzsche. Shit. Fuck, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay, so back at the end of the day, though, right? It all
comes down to love.
Yeah, motherfucker. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, but shit. Yeah, I mean, another thing that I like is immoral for me is justice.
Mm-hmm.
Is like justice, equality.
Yeah.
Like, like not letting like the little guy get hurt just because he's little,
Man. Yeah, I don't like
all
that.
All those things, but like, if the little guy is a little guy and he's a fucking dickhead and he deserves to get hurt, then fucking get it, know. But like,
I'm not saying beat up cripples, like, but don't let them bully you.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Equality.
Yeah, I
treat all motherfuckers equal.
I mean, besides, and not like if they're, I guess I don't know how to put it. I said cripples. That sounds really rude coming out of my mouth right now. But I mean,
it's not politically correct.
Yeah, what would be politically correct since we're doing a podcast? Can you think of it?
I don't know, because
handicapable people. Don't let them bully you. I know some that are fucking
people
dickheads.
With different abilities
and physical features. People with disabilities. Don't let them bully you. Some people can't understand it, but no, I've had some be real big dicks to me, and I was just trying to help them. I've really had some been like, oh, I could do this my fucking self. I don't need you, and I'm like, hey man, I'm not. I know that you don't need me, but I'm trying to make your day a little bit easier. Because it's not that you can't do it yourself, but it's because I feel like I can help you out in some way, shape, or form, and I don't want you to. I don't want to easily. Oh, it's like, okay, dude. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, my bad. I didn't know, I hope you have a great day. And then talk about motherfucking, I don't even want to get into it. We won't. Goddamn.
Don't do it.
I'm the 90s child.
Don't do it.
All right. Yeah, we won't. But let me tell you something. Morals and values.
He's doing it.
Morals and values.
Okay.
was a good lesson for me going through these past 3 or 4 years. It's taught me a lot. I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and I'm grateful that the people that are around me are my inspiration to be the better person that I am through those morals and values, right? And why we get along so well is because I feel like you are the same. The people around you have inspired you to be the good person you are. It's like, I don't believe there's ever a bad dog. I just believe there's bad owners, So, and like, sure. Speaking of morals and values, it's like we learn through our family of what our morals and values should be. I mean, you grow up with gangbangers, you're going to adapt that mentality. Like, this is life. And it's understandable because in that area, it is life. It's like we all battle, we all go through struggles, and we all fucking handle one way or another. So, yeah. Dude, send it. Send it.
Well, that's our episode for today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening. Leave some comments, some next episode ideas. I don't know. Interact.
Or future episode ideas.
There we go. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. Next episode, future episodes, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah.
All of it.
I hope you guys are enjoying this. Thank you for coming by. It's me, yo motherfucking sapien.
And yo homo.
Yo. I guess it was rap now. Yo. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.